Marcus Ambrose got his first NASCAR Nationwide Series win earlier this year at Watkins Glen, New York. Next year, he's going full-time racing in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. And all the way from Launceston, Tasmania, Australia, please welcome Marcos Ambrose.
I cannot believe that they were able to convince you to come back out here one more time.
Well,
I thought you were getting smarter.
I feel a little responsible for the silly hat thing, you know.
Hey, silly. What do you mean silly hat?
It's funny you bring that up because we were talking about it during our practice show today, wondering whether or not you would have that silly hat with you one more time because we just think our old boy Larry Mack looked really good in it.
Well, I'm feeling like I'm getting a little trashed over here because now I've got a koala that's hanging off the left side of my shoulder there. We've done a bunch of little Debbie commercials and, you know, first it was kangaroo meat, then it was a hat, and now I've got a koala talking trash to me on my shoulder.
Well, all you needed then is a Larry Mack to go right along with it, and you'd be right.
Yeah, that'd be good.
You know, Marcus, as I introduced you from Launceston, Tasmania, we talk about a lot about you being from down under, but we've prepared a map that actually shows how far you've come, specifically here to Phoenix, Arizona, and it is a long way.
That's going a long way there a little bit, by the way. I actually just sent my wife and 2 kids home on Wednesday night. I got them to LA, and I said, see you later. Good luck with that 15.5-hour flight with a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. I'm going racing.
Have you heard from her since she left?
She has not called. And I'm trying to work out why.
The thing is right now, this may not be very funny when something like that's happening for sure.
No, it's not good.
Hey, guys, I mean, this is kind of funny. He turned the light over to kind of is underneath the steel, and that spotlight was about to burn him.
I'm getting hot here. What's going on?
We had him in the hot seat for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
It was like a heat lamp. I fell asleep in front of a heat lamp one time.
You,
and I got
you feel like
burn,
a French
so.
fry. You see him here right now. He's holding the light right there with his foot. Don't turn it loose, whatever you do.
Yeah, you might want to keep your foot
Why
right
is that light
there.
on?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
It's got to have it to make the speed sign look really good. So
Well,
don't
it's making
move.
me pretty hot. It was in a very uncomfortable position, too.
All of a sudden, I felt this heat coming up here. It's like, what's going on? I look down, that light shining straight up.
Yeah, Marcos, a little bit of a milestone this weekend here. You're attempting to make you're going to make your 101st career NASCAR start, attempting to make your 102nd, and that's total starts in Sprint Cup, Nationwide, and trucks. That's a lot of NASCAR racing in a short time.
It's a lot more than I thought I was ever going to get.
Hey, I'm smelling. So you sure you're okay there?
Yeah,
Marcos
Marcos
like
is on
smelling.
We're cooking with Kingsford charcoal.
Put another
tell you,
strip on the
something
bobby. But it is hard to believe it's been 100 starts.
Yeah, it is hard to believe, but I've been so lucky to land with Tad and Jody Geschecter and Brad Doherty with JTG Doherty Racing. We started in the trucks, worked through with the Kingsford car, and in the Nationwide Series for 2 years, got our first win up there at Watkins Glen. And you know, we're pushing ahead with our Cup program, and we've got an association now with Michael Waltrip Racing, and I'm driving for them for the last 4 races this year. It's just been a wild ride, and something that I'll just look back at and say, you know what? I can't believe I got this far. You know, I'm just take every day as it comes. I'm a happy kind of guy, but I still feel proud of what I've achieved.
Let's go back to Watkins Glen and talk about it just for a second. I know you've won races in your country. You've come close here, you know, in the Nationwide Series before. Mm-hmm. But at the end of that race, give us a little idea of what was going through your head. Because if you're like most drivers, there's a lot of things going on just besides driving that race car. You're hearing everything creaking and cracking and popping and.
Yeah, well, I tried hard to lose the race at Canada the week before, so I really was desperate to win. I knew my road course races was where I was going to go close to doing it. We put ourselves in contention, you know, the second week at Watkins Glen. I just didn't want to let them down, my team down, and sponsors and the fans that supported me all the way through. And I was just, I could just. Guys are running out of fuel in front. I'm like, have we got enough to finish? Have we got enough to finish? Don't bring out. And the guys are running out of fuel there on the inside with a couple of corners to go. And I thought, oh, there's going to be a green-white checker. I'm going to be in trouble, blah, blah, blah. But it worked out. And I've lost plenty of races. Out of the 100, I've only won one. That's a pretty bad strike rate between you and I. But I feel like I've really learnt so much, and I'm ready to really pounce.